Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, Marvel Mystic Mayhem will be the topic. On today's video, it is time we make an updated global tier list. So let me start right away. First character that I'll put on a tier list is Iron Man. Now, many people is underestimating Iron Man, and yeah, he's a little bit limited through the compositions. Especially, he's not so much free-to-play friendly character. First of all, you need to summon for him, etc. He's definitely not a must, but he is an amazing unit. I used him now a lot in current Nightfall, and he's been destroying, and he's pretty good. So Iron Man Legion Ultimate, this is beautiful AoE attack, extremely useful and can destroy multiple targets. Also, we have that skill 3 dash, where he moves to the target location and deals the damage. And we have Blaster Array. This is also an amazing skill that does a lot of damage, especially after the enhancement. And then passive just makes him better and better and better, and dupes as well, of course. Now, where I would rank him, me personally, I'll put him still in S tier. Now, why? Even though he's amazing, and you're gonna see a lot of people are using him in top rankings, and he's useful in many other game modes. Just one thing, his flexibility in the team. Currently, right now, in future, when we get more physical supporters and everything else, I believe he'll definitely go higher. But for now, I believe S tier is more than enough for him. Super close to God tier. I wish I can use him in more teams, then definitely he would be there, okay? But currently, in my opinion, S tier, but top S tier for sure. Okay, then we have the next character is Scarlet Witch. Now, Scarlet Witch definitely deserves to be in a God tier. One of the best, if not the best, DPS unit in the game with the ultimate, which is AoE, does massive damage, especially when you use the buff, where she gets more crit rate, 27.6 to be precise. Also ignoring passive ability limitations, keep that in mind. So yeah, she'll be dealing a lot of damage with the ultimate, but as well with the Chaos Blades, which is a single target, keep that in mind. Again, passives, crit damage goes up, her damage, rewrite reality lasts longer, etc. Makes her better. Also the same goes for the dupes. Definitely easy God tier in my books. Now, Thor also is the God tier unit. You're gonna see him, people are using him everywhere in top rankings, and you can use him in many teams. So he's dealing massive damage with the ultimate, especially for the electrified enemies. As well, he works around that basic attacks. He's gonna do a lot of damage with the basic attacks, and pretty much again the passives and dupes just makes him stronger, like thunder enhancement lasts longer, basic attack damage increases, while thunder enhancement lasts, Thor attack speed also increases. Now, when you get Thor maxed, Jesus, what a broken unit, keep that in mind, but it will take time, especially for free-to-play players. Okay, so Thor can go into the God tier. Then we have Spider-Man. Spider-Man is definitely the worst 3-star in the game, but still amazing. But definitely they need to buff him, mainly for what you use him. So he will do a good damage here, really good damage, and also moves to the target location and reduces the mana cost of Spider-Man and his adjacent allies next skill by 1. This is where most people use him, and for that he's extremely good, lowering that mana cost and can be extremely helpful. Also, he's reducing the attack speed by 50% to opponents. Again, the passives and the dupes make him even better, of course. Still, in my opinion, he is really good, but A tier currently right now in my books overall. The next one, Armor. Right, Armor is amazing unit that you get for free by completing the story, and one of the best tanks in the game, definitely. So the ultimate deals good damage overall, and gaining beast armor turns basic attacks into AoE attacks and increases attack and attack speed by 46%. This skill you're gonna use a lot because she will taunt the enemies and as well gain massive shield. And here we have that stunning, also really helpful. I've been using her a lot. Super top tier defender, definitely. And again, this gives her even bigger survivability, attack speed, etc. And dupes again just makes the unit better. Definitely easy S tier, super close to the God tier. But in my books, Juggernaut is better, and that's why he will be in a God tier. Now, you're gonna see what other defender will be definitely in the God tier. Many of you might disagree, but I did so many testings, and he's just top notch. But okay, then we have Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, just the best support in the game, pretty much can offer heal. With the skill blessing, he can buff, he gets certain cards, and then you choose. Either you want to heal an ally, increase attack, reduce defense, grant an ally 75 ultimate energy. This is something you're gonna use frequently in the match. Like for example, amazing combination, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, or some other DPS like Scarlet Witch, for example, as well. Like, you can play around with that team if you have those units. So Doctor Strange, Captain America, and your best DPS, and you're gonna destroy for sure. You're gonna have fast ultimates, you're gonna have massive heals, big survivability. Captain America will give you offensive skills, defensive skills, whatever you need. And of course here we have some stun, but mainly you're gonna use skill 2 and this heal. And Doctor Strange is, in my books, easy God tier unit, especially for the end game content, especially for the future. He'll be more and more usable, I assure you. Okay, so the next unit will be the Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker is amazing unit and as well free to play unit. He deals a really good special damage and as well applying dream power to an ally, increasing the damage of the next skill by 92%. If you use him correctly, he's super valuable unit. And then here we have also healing. Now he's a little bit limited where you're gonna use him. You're gonna use him mainly there where you need buffs and heal. Overall can go into A tier, definitely. Really good unit. Like, A tier units are still amazing, guys. Don't forget about that. Storm, in my from my testings, I've been using her everywhere. You're gonna see her in top ranking everywhere, and just love the unit. And Storm is actually one of my favorite units in the game, dealing really good AoE, huge AoE attack, really good damage, gains also 20 energy for every debuffed enemy in the target area up to 100. This skill as well has huge range, where you're doing AoE special damage and applying that, what means deals 10% less damage. Then we have Hailstorm, also solid range, not the greatest, sometimes annoying, but still pretty big damage with this one, and applying also frozen debuff, reducing attack speed by 30. So you're gonna use her in a lot of content, extremely useful unit, and actually busted unit for sure. You're gonna get her for free, you're gonna build her up, and trust me, she's gonna destroy. So that's why she's in a god tier. Next we have Moon Girl. Moon Girl and her dinosaur, a super valuable unit in my eyes. Also, we get it for free. Also, the highlight, she's gonna have that energy without any problem, and mainly you're gonna use her as a DPS. In my opinion, definitely S tier. Okay. Next one is Psylocke. Psylocke also can go into S tier. Amazing DPS, a beautiful AoE attack with the ultimate, and also pretty much with dash 3. She's moving to the target location, dealing damage and gaining bigger buffs. So she's gonna do more damage pretty much. This one ignoring the shield. Overall, the unit just works. Also has a really good dodge and follow-up attacks. Me personally, I absolutely love the unit and extremely useful for free-to-play players. S tier, easy. Now, Moon Knight, people rarely use him, but I definitely think they're underestimating him. I see him in a lot of tier lists in B tier, C tier. Dealing okay damage, heals Moon Knight and nearby allies for 70% of Moon Knight's max HP and dispels a debuff. Then we have Dash, he moves to the target location, dealing 416% of Moon Knight attack as physical damage to the enemy with lowest HP. And then we have this buff, which is buffing the attack speed. Really useful in the right teams. I would definitely put him in the A tier. Now, Echo. Echo is one of the most valuable DPS units in the game for free-to-play players especially. Dealing big damage right here and applying echoing. Here she's also dealing damage. This skill costs same mana as the last skill used by an ally. Increase damage by 40 if this skill costs more than 3 mana. So this is you can really play around with this. Do you want to have lower mana if you use some other skills, etc. But as well, keep in mind, if this skill costs more than 3 mana, big damage buff right here. Here we have moved to the target location, dealing 320% of the Echo attack as physical damage. Look at this now. Echo attack is always the same as the ally with the highest attack. This is a big deal. Plus the follow-up attacks are really good. So in my eyes, definitely S tier. Now, this is the unit where I usually rank always S tier, but now Misty Knight, I will put her into A tier. More I progress, I just don't use her so oftenly, even though she can still do a really good damage overall. But I don't know, her usability is not as high as before, but still really good A tier. Then we have the Doppelganger. Many people use him in some high rankings as well. He will have that really high attack speed, and if you have him build up, definitely he will do some solid big damage. Okay, overall big damage with a lot of dodges. Still, I don't know, A tier. I wouldn't go higher than that. Then we have Hulk. Hulk is amazing defender. So here we have Hulk recovers 32% of his max HP, gains regeneration for 10 seconds. Here we have more damage and as well reducing, debuffing the damage dealt. So overall he is healing, he is debuffing, he's doing great damage, but I still find armor better, so that's why he'll be in an A tier for the defenders. Really close to the S tier, but I just don't see it there yet. Then the next one we have Juggernaut. Juggernaut will go definitely in the God tier. Like one of the best defenders in the game, especially because he will have survivability, especially as you build him up, but as well he'll be doing a lot of good damage overall. In my eyes, definitely a God tier. Then we have Dreamqueen. She can go in A tier because of this. Replace all skills, increase the skill damage of all allies. That can be really useful. Also reducing all enemies attack, increasing crit rate of all allies, a lot of things with passives. And especially when you get the dupes, that attack increase will go up and everything else. I'll place her in the A tier just because how unique she is. Okay, the next one is the Threat. Now Threat works around summoning those he summons allied he summons different units, you know. You're gonna see now, here it is. So summons 1 Stinger Treadling or Shooter Treadling, a maximum of 4 Stinger Treadling or Shooter Treadling can be summoned in total, and then they have their own HP defense. That can be useful for the longevity maybe of the match, so enemies have more opponents to kill and everything else, so you have time to destroy. Didn't fully test him out yet, but I was not too much impressed for now. So for now I'll put it like B tier, C tier maybe even. For now, correct me if I'm wrong if someone finds something extremely useful here. Then we have Lady Bullseye. I personally would put her in the A tier right now. That's where I see it. I want to be a little bit tougher on those higher rankings, so I'll put a lot of units in A tier for sure. But yeah, she's amazing DPS, especially for free-to-play players, and can be really useful. But in time, I don't know. I use more other characters pretty much, and I find them more useful, especially in those higher rankings. But she can do also a really good follow-up attacks, crit damage. Yeah, she can do big damage overall. But currently, right now, I find it A tier. Then we have Man-Thing. I see some people using him. Dashes to the target location, dealing Man-Thing attack and special damage, applying burning. Summons a Boy-Ting at the target location. Boy-Ting inherits 40% of Man-Thing's max HP. So again, he summons more units. Heals an ally and their adjusted allies for 40% of Man-Thing's max HP. So in this situation, maybe when you need to summon more units, etc. to help you out. Plus he's doing more things than this unit, so I'll put it in a B tier. Then we have, where it is? Here it is, Angela. Angela is a really solid tank. Deals a good damage here, reduces their defense. Physical damage, take less, 40% less damage, moves to the target. I don't know, these days, Angela I would put honestly in B tier. The Hulk is better, other defenders are better and more useful in my eyes. So I personally would put her in the B tier, maybe low A tier. Maybe low A tier, but that's that. Then the next one is Falcon. Falcon, you can use him. He's doing that weakness, applies explode weakness for 10 seconds. Also, Falcon adjusts an ally's gain wind shield. It will give you a damage reduction. But overall, I don't find him anything too much useful. I'll put him B tier the most. Okay, then let's go to the next unit. Where's Black Knight? Maybe some units are missing here. I'll double check there, but I don't see a Black Knight here. Yeah. Okay, I'll add him. It doesn't matter. So, Emma Frost, easy god tier. One of the craziest units, especially in early game. Can survive a lot, especially when you get that one copy. She does AoE heal, super useful. Also doing a pretty big range, solid damage right here, and as well increasing the special damage taken. So all units that do special damage like Scarlet Witch, Storm for example, they're gonna do even bigger damage. And as well applying Confused, so enemies will attack their own allies pretty much. Okay, passive dupes makes her better, definitely god tier. Now, one of the most underestimated units in the game, Mr. Negative. I mean, should I put it S tier? Not sure, but definitely really high A tier. Really good damage right here, and as well, when a target has a lot of debuffs, he's gonna do even bigger damage. Also dispelling a random debuff, increasing attack, and pretty good damage right here. So really good A tier, high A tier, easy. Sentry can go into the S tier. Amazing defender, really big damage. He can do huge damage, and in early game he's gonna destroy, butcher everyone, especially as you build him up, get more dupes. Later on as well he'll be extremely useful. So pretty much doing the damage right here, stunning. Also enhanced when Million Sun is full. He can get the shield, a lot of shield pretty much, and as well doing a pretty huge damage right here, and also taunting all enemies. Keep in mind, when allies consume mana, the Sentry gains an equal amount of Million Suns, up to 6 stacks. At max Million Suns, the Sentry next skill is enhanced, gaining 32.2% damage. And as well, he gets that Void Surge where you can stack it up, so he gonna do even bigger damage. Definitely like high S tier, really close to the God tier, maybe even God tier. But for now, maybe even God tier. But I'll put it S tier from my personal usage. I need to now I'm missing certain characters here. Let me double check that part. Okay, so before Captain America, we have here Black Knight. So gains Curse Berserker status for 15 seconds. Curse Berserker ends with an automatic AoE. So he is doing the damage, he's getting that attack increase. But that's pretty much that. Gains 30 Ebony Shade and increases basic attack damage. Yeah, he can do also really solid basic attack damage. But me personally, C tier. Now, Captain America is not C tier. He's not B tier. He's not A tier. He is not S tier. He's God tier. Okay. Now, I already know many of you will disagree. I'll even like he's a top God tier in my eyes. Like, I'm not putting them in order, so I'm just ranking them in the tier. Keep that in mind. But Captain America, guys, he is extremely valuable unit, especially as we progress through the game more and more. His value will just increase. Now listen to me why. I used him hours and hours. I did test him out in so many teams, and I assure you, using Captain America and Captain America and Doctor Strange in the same team with your best DPS is absolute destruction and domination. Overall, you can use him in plenty of teams as well, especially when you need attack buff or survivability. He will offer you both. Let me explain him one more time. So with the buff, you don't use him for the damage. Ignore that part. But damage is not everything in this game. Especially for the future, you will need this damage reduction and you will need this massive attack buffs that he can offer, and he's getting those ultimates super fast, especially when you have his highlight. So with the ultimate, you can choose a switch to offensive stance and gain 3 mana. Immediately he's gonna be able to buff attack with this assemble, and as well you'll be able to use more skills immediately because you will get 3 mana. Also, switch to defensive stance and grants all allies shield equal to 32% of Captain America max HP. So work on his HP, get it as high as possible, because more max HP he's gonna have, bigger shield he's gonna do. And trust me, my unit survived craziness because of Captain America. I was able to progress so much without any issue because of Captain America. He's not a must in every game mode, of course, but for the future, Jesus, he'll be such a must unit in my eyes. But again, currently right now, especially for free-to-play players, it's a scary situation. But if you ask me, Captain America and Iron Man, I'll choose Captain America any day. We just don't know how good all Fantastic Four characters will be in future. I cannot help you with that, but currently right now, Captain America is definitely worth it. So here you either need offensive and defensive. For both of it, he will do amazing job. Shield Strike can be also useful because he can attack 4 enemies, dealing the damage, and as well taunting them, so they will prioritize attacking him. Offensive stance makes allies prioritize attacking the selected target enemy also for 6 seconds. Keep that in mind. Now, assemble. Super important skill as well. Now, if you're in offensive state with your ultimate, then you're gonna buff the attack of all allies within magic circle by 46%. Extremely useful when you wanna nuke. And then if you here you choose defensive stance, then you're gonna do reduce the damage taken by allies within the magic circle by 46%. He will give you the highest survivability in the game. You're gonna be able to go through so much, even though when you be close to the dying, he will help you out. Now the passives. At the start of the battle, enter offensive stance. Uses the best defense to switch between offensive stance and defensive stance. Offensive stance increasing attack, increasing defense. When using shield strike in offensive stance, gain a shield equal to 15% of Captain America max HP, while in the magic circle of assemble, shield strike deals 50% more damage. For every 1000 max HP, attack increased by 15%. And when you get all the dupes, he will be like the best support unit in the game, or the best defender and buffer in the game for sure. Okay, that is my take. You could disagree, you could agree, but it is my honest thoughts from my own testings, and I'm really confident in this tier list. Now again, few things I'm still like in the middle, not sure, but this is where I'm standing currently, and I believe it will be useful for you guys. Okay guys, let's end the video here. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you next one. Love ya, bye.